Welcome to the unit Human Relations. This unit helps to understand the importance of the journey. In this story, The Journey, the author is sharing his experience he had with his father during the walk from his house to bus stop.
After spending a leisurely Sunday at home, the very thought of returning to work on Monday is tiring. Lethargy creeps in if the holiday continues over an extended period. I felt the same when I was planning to go back to work after spending 6 months at home. I didn't want to leave behind my newly wed wife. I didn't want to go. However, I finally did decide to go. There was just a trunk to carry. Ours is a hilly terrain. There were no good roads. In any case, while coming home we do not carry beddings. Besides, I had come home this time to get married. My parents had arranged my marriage according to the customs of our tribal society. 5 months passed by. Initially, I thought of extending my leave, even taking unpaid leave. But after some dilly-dallying, I finally decided to leave. My marriage had increased responsibilities and I had got into debt. On my way home from the bus stop, my trunk had been carried by a porter. But I could not find anyone to help me carry the trunk to the bus stop. Most of the villagers were busy in the fields. In fact, carrying the trunk should not have been such a worry for me, except that my education had made me shun physical labor. After all, I was a government officer, and the idea of people seeing me carry my own luggage was not at all amusing. Otherwise, for a young man like me, it should not have been an issue to carry a 20-kilo chest on my back. Finally, my father came forward to carry the trunk and said, "Don't worry. I myself will see you off at Dirang." I was not ready to let my father carry my trunk. What would people think? What would they say? But I could not convince my father, and it was decided that my father would carry the chest. The day I was to leave, people had come to wish me good luck. It was already 10:20 a.m., and my father had already left with luggage. I walked fast towards Dirang and caught up my father after 3-kilometer walk. I was tired as I was walked fast, and the white-collar job that I had. Still, I had a feeling that the world would laugh at me if I carried the luggage. My father provided me for my education and is proud of my development. They had earned great respect in the village because of me. I am sure my father would hurt if I had carried the luggage on my shoulder. Hence, I decided to let him carry the luggage. In spite of my youth and strength, I was physically useless. During the walk, we rested at 2 places and had our tiffins, but did not utter a word. We reached Dirang and found that the bus from Tawang had not reached yet. Meanwhile, we had tea at a shop. I observed father was tired, but I could not say anything. Before I took my first sip, father asked me, "Do you have a pair of old shoes?" When I asked for the reason, he said the road was uneven and full of pebbles and hurts while walking. When I looked at my father's barefoot, I realized what pain he was undergoing. He never wore any shoes. Hence his feet had developed cracks and resembled those of an elephant. I was about to give him ₹12 from ₹40 that I had in my wallet. But my father was reluctant to take the money and asked for my old pair. I gave him my leather shoes from the trunk and noticed my father's face lightening up with contentment. Father wanted to say something, but the bus had already started moving. I saw my father gradually receding into the distance. The road we walked looked to me like a big motionless rope. Simultaneously, our journey started in two opposite directions, with me seated in the luxurious seat of the bus, and my father walking back with weary legs on the pebble-strewn road.